Hello, everyone. How are you? Give me a second to have a few people coming in. That's right, people are coming in. It's great. Thank you for coming. Welcome. And if you are here live, please type live in the chat so I can see who is live. And whoever will watch it later, please type replay because I always come back and read your comment. Thank you so much. Please drop fire if you can hear me well. Great. Let me see. Wonderful. Everybody is here. Everything is moving forward. Thank you for coming. Now, let me ask you something. It's not very complicated. I want to know if you have ever felt stuck, really stuck, like you cannot move forward in whatever project you want to do. You feel totally stuck. That's right. What if I tell you that maybe it's not that you feel stuck? Maybe you feel scared and you don't know. And stay with me here because today might change how you see those two. Have you ever said, I feel stuck? I don't know what to do now. I can't move forward on my project because I'm stuck. Type yes in the comment if that is you. Thank you. Yes, yes, it does happen. Now, here's the truth. Most people don't want to know. You are not stuck. You are just avoiding something. And most of the time, it is fear. Let me take you somewhere. There was a moment in my life, I mean, a lot of you know that I have traveled for 10 years. I hitchhiked with a backpack for 10 years around the world. So I travel intensively, right? I left on the east coast of Canada near Gaspé, across the entire Canadian land, all the way to Vancouver. From Vancouver, across the border by foot into the other side, Seattle. Then from Seattle, I went on the south coast, California, all the way to San Diego, to the border of Mexico. I went all in Mexico, all the way to the border of Guatemala. When I got to Guatemala, suddenly I felt stuck. And I didn't know why suddenly I couldn't move forward. What was happening with me? I was like, gee, I've already crossed 3 countries. Why can I not just go over the border and cross over that border? And I was just feeling like something within me was not right. Of course, on the other side, it was Central America. And in those days, back in the 80s, Central America was having, well, let's say a civil war. So all of this continent was not an easy continent to live in because you had the civil war in most of them. The only place where it was quiet was Costa Rica. So that's when I realized what was going on. Because why would I not suddenly be able to cross that border? So I remember very well being in that place where I did not know why. I had no plan, I had no certainty anymore, and I had to choose. Either I stay where I felt safe, or I took the next step into the unknown, and I could feel it in my body that that next step of going into the unknown was fearful. So that's what was happening with me. It was not that logically I had something that made me stuck because of a analytic point of view. No, it was not that. It was literally pure fear. I fear how life would be on the other side of that border because I come from a quiet country. So I have no idea what is a civil war. I have no idea if it's dangerous or not. Of course, my mind tells me it's dangerous, it's a war. Civil or not, it is still a war. So there's guns and there is people that hold those guns and there are people dying. So it's fearful because I have no idea what it is. So my fear suddenly was just not at the mind level, but it was physical. I could sense it physically. I had a pain in my stomach. My chest was tight. I totally felt uncertainty. And that is some aspect that tells us that whatever is happening in our life, that we don't move forward, is not because it is a logical or a technical aspect that we can fix with having some ways to find different option. It is fear. And fear cannot be dealt with it the same way as being stuck. You see, there are two different point of view, but the feeling of the result is the same. We are stuck in a sense that we don't move forward. So that uncertainty, that doubt, that big sensation in your body is fear. And you know what? In those days, that's when I realized it, the difference between being stuck and having fear within your body. And my mind kept saying, stay here, Sylvie. It is safe. But something deeper said, you're not stuck, girl. You're just afraid to move forward because the unknown of this country is kind of too big for you because you've never experienced what a country is when it is at war. So at that moment, I thought to myself, wow, I will never forget what I'm experiencing here. Fear feels exactly like being stuck. So let's make this clear for you. Being stuck means no option at all. You feel like you have no option at all. And fear means you see the option, but you don't take it. That's the big difference. Most people don't change career, they don't start the new business, or they don't ask for a better job or a better salary because they feel one or the two. It's not because they feel stuck, actually. It is because they feel fear. Something within themselves is just activating the adrenaline of fear inside of them. It is unsafe to ask for a raise. It is unsafe to go and find a new job. It is unsafe to leave the job I have, even if I don't like it, and take a month or two to find something that I truly love and like to do. Because fear is stopping you. Fear is making you jam there, freeze. You're not capable of moving forward because you're not capable to see that A, it is not true. It is not the reality. It is a sensation, only a sensation. And I have that emotion and sensation because of the unknown. And because somehow, somewhere within my mind, the only thing I move forward in my life is always when I know that it is safe. When I know that everything is going to be okay, I start doing things. If I know that it is fine to move from this apartment to a new apartment or this house to a new house, I just sell my house and I move. But if I don't know that it's going to be safe, I stay where I am. And we all have this habit of not doing the move, even though we know in our mind that if we do that little move, life will be so much better for us. Let's go back to the job that you have and you don't like it. Every day you get up and you go to the factory or you go to wherever your work is and you go and you dream of the day you can win the lottery so that you can stop that job. How many of you feel like that? Getting up every day and not being happy to wherever you're going to do the work that you need to do. And you've been at it for 5 years, 10 years, some of you 30 years already. And you're still not happy. And at the end of the day, you always say, oh, well, it's not so bad. I have friends here. I have good people. What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to find anyway. Am I going to find something better? I go for a new job, but then I still have the people. Maybe I won't get along with the people that are there too. Maybe the boss will not be any better than the one I have. At least I know what I have here. I know that my boss is XYZ and that he has this kind of mentality and he likes this and he doesn't like that. So I know all of this. I'm good with it. I have a few colleagues here that are good. I get along with them. When I go in my break or in my lunchtime, I have a good conversation with them, and that makes my day. That makes it up for all the other hours that I hate my job. And I'm saying, what? Wow. What makes you decide that it is good to stay in a job for years after years in a job that you hate that much, that you don't like at all, in a job where you don't grow? You stay at the same level, but you stay at the same level with a feeling that is not happiness, with a feeling that is, I'm stuck. But in fact, you're not truly stuck there. You are in a mode of fear. And you are in that type of a mode because somewhere deep inside of you, there is that narrative, that story that history from your family, from your ancestors, from your friends, from the teachers, from the environment you grew up in, from the culture you belong. All of those design a specific narrative within your subconscious mind, a narrative that took place from the moment you were born until you got to 7, 8 year old, depend of the people, depend of your growth, because we all grow and evolve to a different speed. So, depending of how fast you evolve and grow, it's 7, 6, between 6 to 8. But everything that happened from that moment you were born until 6 or 8, all of your surrounding, your environment, your culture, your ancestor, your family, your friends, your teachers, all of those people designed a narrative that you accepted. And you had no choice to. You had to accept because that's how it was going on around you. So if you believe that dogs were nice and protecting people, you're not scared of dogs. But if around you everybody was scared of dog and start saying negative things about dog, and they're dangerous and they're unpredictable and they can bite your face, and whatever narrative there was, a narrative that is negative, then you are scared of the dog. But all of this takes place within our subconscious mind without us truly realizing it, because we're too young. We're too young to understand what's going on. But then, as an adult, and as we take on our own life into our hands, that's when all of this narrative makes us take decision. Are we gonna accept having a job that we're not happy? Depends on the narrative you were born with. Some of us truly understand that, hey, that narrative that I did accept when I was young and what it was protecting me then is no longer working for me today as an adult. Because today as an adult, I want more. Because I know I can be more, I can do more, and I can have a better life. And I can have a life where each morning I get up with a smile in my face because I'm going to go do a work, a job, or something that makes me happy. I don't live in fear. I live in creation. I live in constructing something positive for me, for my family, for whoever are my friends. I am the best of what I can be because I overcome fear. You see, being stuck is literally in the mind. We have no option, and it challenges our mind to find option to get out of that situation where we're stuck. So we have to think outside the box and then find a different ways to go about so that we can unstuck ourselves and move forward. But fear is totally different. Fear is in the body. Fear, you feel it in an emotion. You feel it somewhere. It in within your body, in your chest, in your stomach. Some people have headache. Some people have a heartbeat that goes fast a little bit. It's a sensation in the body. It's physical, right? But that's how we recognize it. Am I stuck because I have no option? Or am I stuck because it's a fear within? So, first of all, we recognize, am I stuck because the option that I know that? Or I'm stuck because I feel something? Because both of them gives the same result, right? And the result being I'm not moving forward. So, do we want to be stuck, or do we want to stay always in the same place and not move forward in our life? I don't think so. I mean, you can do it for a while, but if you do it for years and years, you're not living, you're surviving. So please accept to move forward. Accept that life needs to be lived. You are in charge. And whatever you decide will make you move forward. But for that, recognize if you have no more option and you need to think outside the box so that you can move forward, or if whatever is making you still is the fear. And like I said, the fear is physical. You will recognize it right away now. Fear is truly physical. It's a sensation. You got it in your gut feeling. You have it in your heart. You shake, you whatever. You have a physical, emotional sensation now. So stop. Fear makes what? Makes us not move forward, not being in control of our life. We recognize, are we stuck or are we in a fear? Are we having that state of fear? Now that we have recognized that, we say, now what can I do to change that? Because if you are stuck, it's not that complicated. It's actually not hard to find a solution there because you gotta think outside the box. And maybe you talk with other people, you read about it, you do something like that so that you find the solution that is challenging you here, there, and making you stop. And there is zillion of options for you to go about it and find the solution, right? So that part of being stuck because I have no more option is easy to fix because you think outside the box, you go talk to colleague, you go read, you go online, find information, you find ways outside of you to find the solution and make you being unstuck and move forward. The challenge is the fear. When we are fearful of something, it usually comes from deep within, from our past, because of a belief, because of a narrative that we picked up. Doesn't matter where, but it's there. And usually it's very strong, and nothing will move it away unless you do something about it. And one of the things that you can do about it is a very quick exercise. And I'm going to tell you right away. So the exercise is simple. When you notice it, that it is a fear, you go and take a deep breath, take a few moments for yourself, and invite that fear. Try to tell that fear, come, I want to see you. I want to experience you. Invite it in your body. Invite within your body. Invite it so you can experience it. And go deep with the feeling. Take the moment. And once you feel it and you feel the intensity growing up, don't let go of it, please. Don't let go of it. And don't judge. Just keep inviting it and keep saying, yeah, give me all of what you got, please. I want to experience you to the extreme limit of what you are. I want to really, truly get you. And once you feel that you have achieved the limit of whatever that fear is in emotion, in sensation, then I want you to go deeper into it. Basically, how you do it, you breathe in that fear, and when you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're pushing it out of your body. Just push it out and do like 5 to 10 deep breathing and deep exhale, and exhaling that fear at the same time. And believe me, you may think it is a silly exercise right now, but when you go through that exercise and when you really do it properly, like I'm saying to you, where you invite that emotion, invite that fear, make it so it grows to its maximum capacity of being fearful. Don't overthink anything here. It is an emotion, it's not a thought. Let go of whatever thought that comes to your mind. It's not there. It's physical, it's emotional, it's a sensation. That sensation, push it to the extreme by inviting in that fear, even if you don't know how to identify that fear. I don't need the words. I need the sensation, the emotion. Then embrace that sensation, that emotion, without judging it, without wondering where it comes from. It does not matter. What matters is that you bring it in, you invite it in, so that you can experience to its maximum capacity. And when you have experienced that maximum capacity of that fear, then you begin letting it out of your body. And believe me, those 10 breaths that you take to invite that fear and exhale that fear is amazing. At the end of it, when you complete that exercise, believe me, that fear is gone, totally gone, and it will not come back. Now, sometime, sometime, there is such, well, there is like a root within your subconscious mind. And that root needs to be removed, needs to be reprogrammed. That's when you go see someone that does hypnotherapy, because the only way to reprogram the subconscious mind is with hypnotherapy. So you go find an hypnotherapist that you can work with, that you love, that you feel safe with them, and do session with them to remove that root problem once for all and rewrite a new belief in there. That's how hypnotherapists work with people who are afraid of crossing a bridge, people who are afraid of spiders or any insect or animal for that matters. Whatever fear there is, you go see an hypnotherapist and they will remove it from you. They will rewrite a new program that makes you be unfearful and you are able to live with you. So I have an invitation here. Now that you know what is the difference between being stuck and experiencing a fear, that both of those gives the same result in a sense that because of being stuck or being fearful, I don't move forward in my life. And we all want to grow and move forward in our life and be at the best that we can be. So we can identify if we're stuck or if we're having a fear. If we're stuck, we know what to do because we have to think outside the box and go find information that will give us the solution to the challenge we have. If we are fearful, we know that we need to create some exercise to bring that fear out of our body because fear is physical, it's an emotion, it's a sensation. And we know now that most of the fear have a root within our subconscious mind. And the best way to go about it is to rewrite the narrative we have towards that fear. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Now, I am welcoming you into messaging me, DM me fear or stuck, so that I can give you a chance to have a one-on-one Zoom call. That's right. That is my offer today. I don't do it with a lot of people because I don't work with a lot of people at the same time, because I really do deep work and I custom made every aspect of the work I do with people. I custom made my hypnotherapy for each one of the person I work with. So I cannot work with hundreds of people at the same time. But I invite you right here, right now, to DM me fear and tell me if you are live or on the replay, and I will reach out to you to give you my link for you to book a one-on-one personal Zoom call consultation. And together, we will find one of your fear and we will work on finding the solution to remove and reprogram your subconscious mind about that one fear. There's no selling there. There is no trap. There's nothing else than me offering you my free service, free consultation to work on one of your fear so that you can experience what hypnotherapy can do to help you in life. And once you have removed one of your fear with hypnotherapy, you will never, ever go back to that fear ever again. And you will know that it does work. And nothing will stop you from there on. So DM me fear. And within 24 hours, I will send you my link for you to book a Zoom call on your time and date that you choose. But again, act fast because I don't take too many people. I can't work with many people at the same time because everything is custom made for my client. So that takes time to do. Now, you know the difference between being stuck and being fearful. Please observe yourself, figure it out. And if you want me to guide you and help you in finding one fear and giving you the solution for free, DM me and I'll reach out to you as soon as I can. So, have a beautiful week because you know you are a beautiful flower. You are a beautiful seed. And it's only that sometimes the ground we grew up in needs to be replenished with better food, right? Like all the flowers in the world. At one point, we need to nurture the soil so it grows better. We are exactly like flowers. Have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.